Hi, my name's Hank Thompson, and this is Budget Builders. Today I'm just going to teach you how to make some homemade picture frames without breaking the bank. You always have to remember to sanitize your workstation before you get started. You can either use off-brand bleach or Jose Cuervo. I'm going to opt for the bleach since it's a cheaper option. Now that our workstation's sanitized, we're ready to get started. But slow down there. I bet you want to get your greasy little paws all over those boards, but we need to slow down and make sure we have a plan. There you have it. First thing we need to do with these boards is cut them to the proper length. You're going to need a tape measure and a square. If you don't have a square, you can just use any block of wood that's shaped kind of like a square. Save yourself the hassle of going to buy one. So, I'm going to draw some straight lines here. Pretty much anywhere. That's about right. Let's get started. I've got all these marked off and we're going to get them cut. A lot of carpenters would tell you to cut these on a miter saw, but not me. I always like to use hibachi. Now, it's pretty smooth, but a little rough around the edges, so I'm just going to sand it down with a power sander. I like to use the compressed air power sander because it's really quiet and I have sensitive ears. Alright, we got that all sanded up and ready to go. So, next thing we need to do is just cut these boards on 45-degree angles. I like to use 47 degrees just to make it a little extra tight. Now I'm just going to put all these together. Well, looks like I made a little whoopsie. It's not cut quite the right way, but I'll just take it back, cut it off. We'll go from there. Alright, we've got my new piece cut, and we'll just slide that right in there like a glove. Now, a skilled carpenter might be able to pick up on this mistake, but most people won't even be able to tell the difference, so we're good to go. Next thing we need to do is secure these edges together. Now, the strongest bond between two objects is actually glue. So I'm gonna use a glue I always use, which is Elmer's, primarily for economical reasons. So we'll just lather this on there and should stick real good. Now that it's all glued together, we just need to let it dry, so we'll let this baby sit for 3 or 4 days and then we'll come back to finish up. Hi there, we're back. We've let this glue dry for a couple of days. Now we're going to pick it up and just finish up our project here. Alright, glue didn't seem to stick, probably because of the humidity down here. So we might have to just go to alternative methods. I'm just going to shore this up with a couple of screws. Got a couple of minor cracks in here, but most of those should buff right out. If you don't have a buffer, you can use tape. So I'm just going to fill in those gaps and make those joints extra strong. Alright, so our frames are built. Now we just need to put a nice beautiful stain on it. You can use a traditional stain like this, but these are very expensive and they're full of chemicals, so I really like to try to avoid them. I usually use something a little more natural. Sweet Baby Ray's. I have a fondness for the hickory version because it sounds like wood, so it must be the best. And then we're just going to rub that right in. Now that we have a nice, beautiful, even stain all over here, we're ready for our finishing touches. Now, glass can be a pretty expensive option, so a alternative that you can't even tell the difference, good old stretch tight saran wrap. So I'm just going to secure that over just to protect the picture and give it that nice finished glass look. Well, congratulations, you've just completed your first beautifully handmade picture frame. So all your family and friends and coworkers can come over and just look at the beautiful pictures that you hang up in your home.